If your first thought as a 2020 weight loss hopeful is, what diet am I going to go on, though? Folks, you're approaching it wrong. Weight loss is a big thing. The problem is that fad diets, the extreme ones that limit a food source or completely cut things out, don't offer long-term results. Research shows that we put more weight back on than when we started, so you have to ask yourself, what's the point of struggling through it in the first place? It's a grim prognosis. But to boost your odds of long-term success, we offer 6 healthy weight loss strategies to keep in mind. 6 healthy ways to lose weight. 1. Set smart goals. Even Kawhi knows that you don't win a title on opening night. If you set out on January 1st to drop 50 pounds, with no defined checkpoints in the interim, you'll lose sight of the meaningful but less impressive sounding victories that happen along the way. You could be discouraged when that doesn't happen. Instead, think smaller, like a pound a week. That's 50 pounds in a year. Alternatively, don't tie your goals to weight loss itself. Instead, focus on actionable habits, like working out 4 times a week, or walking up the stairs to your 3rd-floor office every day. When you incorporate healthier tendencies as part of your lifestyle, you'll start to see numbers on the scale shift in the right direction. And if for any reason that result takes a little longer than you'd hoped, you're less likely to become discouraged in the meantime. 2. Don't count calories. Seriously. Instead, focus on the quality of the foods you're eating. Researchers at Stanford University recently monitored the diets of more than 600 overweight adults, sending them to health education classes in which they learned how to shop, cook, and eat smarter. They were also encouraged to be physically active. On their own, they reduced their daily calorie intake by about 500 calories and lost an average of 12 pounds over a year. This year, spend more time educating yourself, and less time keeping a running calorie tally in your head. It's exhausting. 3. Don't limit yourself. The moment you tell yourself you can't have something, it's the only thing you're going to want. Just take things in moderation. If you cut things out, you'll end up feeling that you lack willpower or self-control when you can't follow a set of rigid rules. In reality, the issue isn't your lack of self-control, it's the diet itself. Instead, try to consume a variety of different foods from all food groups. Yes, even carbs. Of course, there will be situations in which your willpower is tested. Rather than avoiding your coworker's birthday cake altogether, settle on a small sliver. Doing this will help you avoid going to the bodega to buy Cheetos on the way home instead. 4. If you do love sugar, don't rush in. Some people thrive on that all-or-nothing mentality. And according to the CDC, between 2005 and 2010, adults in the U.S. consumed around 13% of their total daily calorie intake from added sugars. In other words, you're probably consuming a lot of it right now, even if you don't realize it. Here's the thing about cutting sugar: if you're going to do it, you have to understand that the cravings are coming. And while there isn't a ton of research about how long it takes to get over the hump, which varies for everyone, when you do, you won't miss it at all. After a while, you'll realize your cravings completely go away, and your mood is much better. 5. Get up and out. Maybe it's a Saturday, or maybe you work from home, or maybe it's just really cold out. Whatever the reason you're cooped up inside, make a habit to get up and walk around, once every other hour, for 10 minutes at a time. If you stay at home for hours on end, you'll realize that you instinctively walk to the kitchen at certain times. Walking out the door helps to reduce stress and shift your mindset from constant feeding to movement. By doing this, you'll disrupt your normal routine and be able to better distinguish between being hungry and just feeling restless. 6. Eat more greens. Australian researchers have found that if you up the number of leafy greens you eat regularly, you could see sustainable weight loss, in addition to all the other health benefits that leafy greens consumption entails. Adversely, almost 90% of Americans fall short of the recommended 5 daily servings of vegetables, according to the CDC. Stop being one of them. Besides, remember that leafy greens is a category that encompasses more than just lettuce, kale, and spinach. Bok choy, broccoli, Swiss chard, and edamame all count too. So practice these steps so that they become your new normal. See you later.